Welcome back to the channel. Today we are installing that new AGM battery I picked up from Bass Pro Shop Spring Classic sale and the new charger, which in fact includes removing my old one. So it sat right here. Like I showed in that video, we were relocating it back there with the rest of the batteries. Actually, you're gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be tucked up in there. Not sure what all I can show by like me doing everything, so might turn into more of I do it, I show you what I did and how I did it. So I'll do my best to record it, but might not be able to do the best recording it. But I at least want to make the video to show you guys how easy it is to do an upgrade, as simple as swapping your battery out, upgrading to a 24 size to a 27, and all that, and wiring and all that. So let's get into it. So, like you saw, couldn't get the power drill in the corner because of the ill angle. So, just good old screwdriver. Once I got the plate out, I was able to get the other screw off the battery charger. So now I'm going to go in the back. There's some wire clamp keeper things. Keep it all cleaned up, so I gotta take those off so I can get the old charger cables through. So we're gonna work on that now. These are what I'm talking about. So I gotta take these. I think there's two of them. Take those off, and then should be able to get those cables through. Came with being three of these little clamp things, just self-tapping to the walls. Two on the side, one on top. So got those wires out. Next big thing would be, let's get our new mountain so we can get the battery set up. Honestly, this guy's gonna be pretty easy. So I mean, all this is pretty easy. Really depends on what room you have is what's going to be the difference from being hard and easy. I luck out. I got an okay amount of room. But I'll show you where, probably already saw the open hole. Okay, so now let's just get the tray in there with the little strap. It goes like this, I think. Get it all in there, kind of where I want it. And then grab self-tappers and drill. My bottom base is really thin aluminum, so I'm not worried about pre-drilling. If it was a little bit thicker aluminum or fiberglass, would do an entry hole, little drill bit, a couple sizes below whatever your bolt is going to be, well, if your bolt, it's gonna be bigger, but if your self-tapper is gonna be a couple sizes below. Okay, now it's hard to see. Got the self-tappers in, got the strap all in there. So, probably should put this top one back in, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna matter as much because I think it was there to hold, it was holding all three of the battery chargers. So it doesn't matter as much because now the only cable up there is this wire. Because these are my trolling batteries, so they go on this battery, will be on second. And then this cord goes up to my little fuse panel underneath my dash. So that's gotta go, for some reason, all the way back up here somehow. So we're gonna work on getting these batteries all in here now. Start with that big 27 up in there, and then start getting everything labeled up and get everything mounted up. Change plans. Didn't think about it. Putting the charger in here. So I should probably do that first before I put the batteries in. No room. Learn with Logan. Okay, here we go. Once again, sorry for the bad lighting. Oh, let's see. Light up in here. There you go for slightly better lighting. Found a back plate back there. And make sure there's no thin wires behind it and the screws were not big enough. So it'd be a nice little spot back there, kind of hidden. Wires run up here, and now I just need to clean everything up now. Big thing is with that being one being an AGM, I need to make sure when I hit the setup button, I set up for AGM. So I think we're gonna get that one wired up first. Get everything, all the wires hooked up to it. Get the charger battery wires hooked up to it. Power it on. Make sure I don't know if it's on auto select. I forgot to look it up. Or I gotta manually do it. So get that one first. And then we'll run the wires on the side so I can use those clamps that I pulled off originally. So we'll do that now. Crank battery slash electronics battery is now hooked up. It's heavy, so you're gonna watch me probably struggle to put this thing in its spot. I don't know if this is gonna get strapped down because I don't know if I can get that strap out of there. I would like to get it back in there. That's not good. Pretty sure it's fucking motor out. Okay. Pretty sure to short my motor out. Pretty sure. So we're gonna hook everything. I might have just fried a whole bunch of shit. So I don't understand. Yeah, I'm just got lucky. Little update. Went to put the AGM inside. So smoke came out of the motor. I started it up. I checked a couple things. I opened it up. I don't see anything, but definitely some smoke. So I definitely almost shorted. I think it was smoke, so I thought I shorted something out. I gotta finish this up so I can go test everything. I might have shorted something out, but the motor did start, the trim works, all my gauges came up, so anyway, so just so you know, on a 2019 Trigger Protein 175, a AGM, if you try to, how I usually do it, wire it here and shove it in, you will hit the cross member, because if you look, the battery is taller. And literally the clearance that I need so it won't hit is that. So, yeah. So hope this helps somebody out there and doesn't cause that same thing. I think I might have got lucky and I did not blow anything, but there was smoke coming from the top of my motor and the bottom of my motor. So my nervousness right now is through the roof. So, but it did start, the gauges came on, but I need to try and get this finished up. And I might have to take this to the lake today or tomorrow and make sure everything still works. So what we're gonna do now is, originally my cranking battery was all the way in the back and then my deep cycles were right here. I'm gonna switch it. The deep cycles are gonna be in and my AGM is gonna be outside, because the deep cycle is shorter so I can wire it up. And this one, it only has a jumper wire and then it's got the 2 wires for the trolling motor, which is one on each post. So should not be a big deal. I should be able to wire those up pretty easy. The nice thing is because how it's mine, because mine is like this. So you got your positive, negative, negative, positive. You parallel these, joint them, whatever. You turn these into a 12 system to a 24 volt system, however this works. And then the trolling motor batteries, ground, positive, here, makes them all, makes this as a 24 unit system. So I could put these cables on, and that one in, get the batteries in place, and then install my power at the very end, so I can make sure everything's in and nothing grounds out before. Yeah. Nervousness is through the roof right now. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try and get these batteries in. Once I get those in and looking good, I'll be back. Whew. I need to take a break. I need to go take a breather. I think I got lucky, but that was super fucking scary as soon as I saw that smoke. So I'm gonna do this. I'll see you guys in a minute. Open the motor up, checked all my fuses. Nothing seems burnt. Nothing seems like it tried to burn. I checked everything. Nothing. I don't see no surge burns. I started the motor up again. Everything's working. Gauges pop up. Hook the water up. It's pumping. I mean, I know it's not electronic, but I think I got lucky. So the lesson of this is, if you're going to do this, make sure where you're going to put your battery, especially like how my setup is, you got to like wire it and then push it in. Make sure it's going to clear before you do that step. So yeah, but I got them in now after I almost threw up because of anxiety. We got everything in. Now I just got to zip tie everything up, put those clamps in. So this is the layout now. So originally, my cranking battery was way up there. Now it's here because of the height, and you can see, I don't know if you can really see from that angle, but like I showed you, these are a little bit higher. So what I need to do now is put those clamps back in, get all these cables cleaned up, zip tie. I gotta tuck these cables back in there. So we got some cleaning up to do, some organization. I'm gonna zip tie some stuff, but this is kind of what I wanted this laid out anyway. No matter what, the battery setup, it sucks. I mean, you got batteries here and you got one back in here, so if that battery dies, you gotta pull these out. So my hope is, if down the road happens, this battery works, that battery in there dies, and I can always just jump these two, and I got my trolling motor back to get back to the lake or fish the day out or whatever. So like I said, I think I got lucky. Also, forgot to mention that, just thought about it. Like I told you, I have the, I can't see, but the, there. Before you put your last battery in, you need to power that on and set each battery to what you want it to be before you hook them up. Because I thought, because they're in instructions, it would auto learn. It does not. So, which is actually a kind of good thing, because you don't want your battery to accidentally think it's AGM and it's not, or the lithium is not. I know it shouldn't, but it is just straight voltage current. So that is really nice that you have to go in, power it on. So I will do first thing, now knowing is to power that on before you put it in, set all yours up, and then go from there. So anyway, so that's what I gotta do now. I just gotta clean all this up, zip tie that. I got that plate, fill that hole up. And honestly, at this point, we got a tip from our buddy of ours, but sand, bags of sand in your boat for stabilizing. And I might go get a bag of sand and put it on there, but I don't know if I have enough room. So we're gonna put the lid back on for now. That gives me this whole area. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll be right back to you. We are all good to go. Got the batteries all strapped up. Got the cables cleaned up in here. I got everything zip tied down there, best I could with the battery being on top. And we got the screws back in the middle now, all the open room now. Now I feel like it's all cluttered now, so. Objective has been completed. Almost with a classifier, almost a giant failure, but I think we made out. I think we were okay. Once again, if you're gonna put a new battery in, please measure, make sure you got plenty of height, or you have to redo it like how I did. But at the end of the day, I think we're good. Just be careful. Be careful, be careful. These boats, even being this little 75 horse 4-stroke, I mean, that could have been really bad. So, have plans today, as well, recording the day before, but have plans on Sunday when the videos will be posted. So I'm hoping I can get out tomorrow and just test it. Just get it on the water and just make sure it works and everything does its thing. So that's going to do it for today. Up and down day. But overall, this is a pretty easy step, except making sure your batteries fit. But overall, replacing your batteries is real easy. You know, you especially have more room than mine. If you have a smaller boat, usually you have a couple batteries. Relocating a charger is real simple. You just find a couple of screw holes that you can mount it to, making sure you're not drilling through something that's gonna peak out. So just kind of do some basic checks before you drill. But except that, we got the new AGM battery though. So at the end of the day, we got the AGM battery in. I can't wait to use it. Hopefully next weekend I'll be able to get out and fish. I'm definitely gonna try and come out today and make sure it works. So hope you enjoy the video. If you'd like to support the businesses that support me, all their contact information will be in the description. Plus my code over at Hamilton Bait and Tackle for 10% off. And if you go to Rapids, let them know that I sent you. You get 10% off of when you spend $100. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.